I'm letting my beard grow in. It's coming in all white. So I feel like with this beanie, I feel like I should be singing sea shanties or something like that. Anyways, I'm preparing for my first gig of the year next week at a coffee house, Barclays. I've played there before. Cool spot because they support live local music, which is really hip. And so I haven't put anything out because I've really been focusing on, this is a sheet of songs that really is a set list, or it's what I will pull a set list from. So I've been working to kind of get my chord charts together because I have some people who want to play with me, and I'm usually telling them, well, here's the key it's in, and not giving them a whole lot more to work with, maybe a few simple recordings. So what I have now is, and I'll show you the sheet in just a minute, but for every single song, I have either a video they can link to or an actual MP3 recording. And the goal is to kind of standardize all of this. And then I have either complete chord charts where I actually have the chord images, or at least just the chords represented, and a little explanation about how I'm playing it, so that they can have something to work with. And so I think I've got anything in yellow over there I still need to build the chord charts for. I think I have recordings for everything, but if not, I'm just going to do a basic acoustic rendition of everything and make sure everything's ready to go. All right, so I want to show you how I'm organizing kind of songs to prepare for a set list. And what I mean by that is, this is not organized in the order of the set list, but I'm putting this together so I can send this to people who might accompany me. And so the goal is to have kind of lyrics, chord charts, usually in the same file, but sometimes separated. You can see that here. But I'm trying to get them all into the same file. I usually have them as a PDF or a Google document. Put them all in a folder that's read-only so everybody has access to it. I'll let people make comments if they have questions. But the objective is to have a link to an MP3 and a video if it exists, which these are mostly YouTube videos. And so I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. One of the nice things about Google Sheets is you can create links in, on words in an individual file. So I can link to an MP3 file and a video separately. And in the case of a little bit of everything, also just for my own edification, what I've done here is I've marked everything in yellow that doesn't have chord charts and or a recording, a representative sampling. So for some of these, I'm going to have to create a recording. I think I have a recording for, and I don't have chord charts for this one. That's why it's listed in yellow. In any case, anything in yellow I need to still do work on. Everything else is done. I've also listed the tempo. So if something's up tempo, medium tempo, or slow. And that's just so I can organize my own kind of, set list if I want to have a break or a song that's a little mellower. So in any case, from this next week, I'll have 2 set lists created. And I just want to make sure that I have all this ready for potentially anybody who's going to perform with me, which might happen. So I have gone through and I found the chord charts for a little bit of everything, and I found an MP3 file. So what I did is I copied them into this single folder I have under Arrogant Sage Music 2000. It said 2022 because I started it last year. Probably changed the name of that. And this is a read-only folder to anybody I share it with. And so if I go down and I see right here, I have an MP3 file, a little bit of everything. I know that was recorded beginning of last year. And then I have the chord charts right here in this PDF file. So if I double click on it, you can see all those here. And so what I'll do first is I'll grab the chord charts, which also has the lyrics in it. And I'll do get link. I'll copy the link. I'll go back to my spreadsheet. Go right here. Hit the insert link. And an important note about this, the only way to link to individual words inside of a cell, we'll look at this in just a minute, is to use the insert link command in the toolbar. You can't use insert link in the menu. So, but for this one, I'm just linking one location, so I could have used either. But when it comes to this, if I go back and I grab the MP3 file, once again, click the file, right mouse click, get link, copy the link, and go back, if I were to go in here and highlight MP3 and then use insert, where is link? Insert link, and I insert the link, it links the entire string, everything that's in the cell, which is not what we want. So I'm going to remove that, go back and highlight MP3 file, and then choose the insert link in the menu. And now it's only linked the word MP3 file. That way when I have a video, I can link just the video by clicking on the video and inserting the link using the toolbar. So that's how I'm organizing my set list. If you have any questions and find it helpful, let me know, and we'll be back at you soon. See ya. I talked about in my last video about getting this kind of set up. This is my new workspace. I've moved down to the office, or I moved my office down into the garage. We've cleared the garage out, and so we're doing quite a bit of work to make this a more workable space. My plan was to paint, do some of the work last weekend, but that was a big, weekend of the big storms in California. It was raining constantly. It just didn't really make it conducive to me opening up the garage, pulling things out, doing the work I had to do. So this weekend, the plan is to sand and take care of the wall over here and get it all ready for 2 shelves I'm going to put up, plus some LED lighting to kind of give it that cool, YouTube look. A way that I can make more videos and a little better representation. Plus, because we have other things going on in the garage, which I'm not going to show you the mess that we have. It's actually pretty clean, to be honest with you, but I'm going to mount some ceiling kind of running dividers so that I can slide out and slide in the dividers back here and kind of close things off, both for a little sound dampening so I can record a little bit, and just to make it a more, I don't know, let's call it Zen working environment. I'm pretty simple. I don't need a whole lot, but I want to make it so that when I'm on conference calls, they're not looking at the shelf behind me that I built. I'll have a picture of that in this video as well. So the other thing I did, which this will be closed off when we put the when I put the dividers in, I hung a pegboard. It's not very organized at the moment, but it will get there. I have all the makings to make it organized. I have a little shelf up there with a few things on it. And so it will come together. So this weekend we'll be doing quite a bit of work on the garage. And I haven't put anything out because I've mainly, as I wrote in my Substack, if you checked it out, I need to rehearse my songs. I don't feel comfortable. I can get through all of them. And I can do fine. But as I stated in Substack, I don't want to do fine. I want them to be polished. I want them to sound good. I want to feel totally comfortable on stage. I had the conversation with Deb about how when you start performing and you're comfortable, everything is kind of part of the instrument, right? You're not 3 isolated things. It's not I'm going to decline this call. It's not, sorry, I had a video call coming in. It's not that I have my guitar and I'm playing that, my lyrics, my vocals and I'm singing that, and my presence on stage. Those aren't 3 disconnected things. If you've really worked through your set and you've rehearsed, then all of those things work together and it's all part of one kind of holistic thing. The performance is everything together. You're in the groove, you're feeling the music, you're not thinking about chord changes, you're not thinking about tempo, you're not thinking about lyrics. Everything just kind of happens, and when it all happens like that, it feels significantly more connected. Your performance can be much, much better. You can engage much better with people that are in the audience. So that's where I need to get to. I'm definitely not there. I don't know if I'll get there for all my songs for next week. But hopefully I'll have put enough together to feel comfortable with 80% of what I have. Once again, I can get through everything right now, but I know I'm not as connected kind of all together, as comfortable as I need to be. So in any case, I might show some of the progress this weekend, take some video of what I'm trying to do here to make the space better both for music and for the work I do, the programming I do. But anyways, that's what's going on here, and I wanted to put out a video just to let people know what was going on. So we'll check in with you a little bit later. See ya. She's a martini in a little black evening dress. She's tequila when she puts me to the test. She is fine red wine, having dinner with some friends. She's sangria with her toe stuck in the sand. She's a little bit, she's a little bit, she's a little bit of everything. She's a little bit.